where the news comes first 24 hours a day. This is Oklahoma's News Channel 4.
It was supposed to be a routine flight from Miami to Atlanta, a route flown every day. But today's flight ended with a jarring tragedy. A DC-9 goes down in the swampy marsh of the Florida Everglades. There is no sign of survivors. Thank you so much for joining us for News Channel 4 at 10. I'm Lee Evans.
And I'm Ken Ogle. Our top story this Saturday, a disaster in the Everglades. ValueJet Flight 952 on its way from Miami, Florida to Atlanta when something goes terribly wrong. The plane had to turn around and head back for Miami, but suddenly the plane tumbles towards the earth and slams into the murky waters of the Florida Everglades. It's west of Miami, the Miami International Airport. Now, there's still a lot of chaos on the scene, but the News Channel reporter Mark Strassman is live near the crash scene in Dade County, Florida. He joins us now live. Mark, what can you tell us?
Good evening, everyone. Although officially this search goes on through the night, it's been greatly scaled back. By day, those searchers could see next to nothing. By night, it's just a big black hole out in the Everglades. And somewhere in that hole is a doomed plane, a tragedy, and a mystery. As day gave way to night in the Everglades, hope gave way to reality. There will be no survivors from Flight 592. A private pilot saw the plane go down.
Earth and Everglades went up into the air about 100 feet. Then I knew that it looked like a bomb blowing up or something.
Earlier today, what search teams could not see, the plane, its passengers and crew, all submerged under the water and muck of the Florida Glades. This crater, the only visible sign of anyone or anything. Their search will go on through the night.
There's not too much we can do in the dark. It's really not. We want to find any survivors, but the further we get along in the incident, the less likely there is any survivors.
For others, the search is for comfort. The relatives and friends of those aboard Flight 592, they are in the grip of a nightmare. ValueJet executives struggle to provide those needed answers and comfort.
It's impossible to put into words how devastating something like this is to human beings who care.
The ValueJet pilot reported smoke in the cockpit shortly after takeoff and disappeared from radar screens and the sky. Investigators will consider that and more as they head into the watery grave of Flight 592. What caused the crash of Flight 592? Well, there's no immediate speculation on that. In the morning, the search teams plan to pave a road to the crash site, but beyond that, there's no real sense of how they're going to proceed in the morning, removing passengers, crew, and the plane from underneath all that water, muck, and mystery. That's the latest here on this crash of the ValueJet plane. I'm Mark Strassman reporting live from North Dade County, Florida, and now let's go back to you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mark. We appreciate that report.
With so many people feared dead tonight, one man is thankful to be alive. Terry Huckabee lives, but only because he missed the flight.
At the office. No, can you? Well, I hope you're glad to go. Yes, I'm glad. Very glad.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Terry Huckabee.
Where are you going now?
I'm going back to the apartment.
How did you? So you're not going to fly today?
Not today. Not today. No more flying.
Darkness, alligators, and snakes are hampering rescue efforts. In fact, the head of the Everglades Search and Rescue Team says that by Sunday, alligators will have gotten to the bodies of the crash victims. In the wake of today's fatal plane crash, ValueJet's safety record is under fire, and the company has had a lengthy list of problems since its startup in 1993, including an engine fire last June. Because of that fire, the FAA was already looking into ValueJet's engines. That investigation will last until this June.
Another flight destined for Atlanta had to land in Tulsa today instead. A Lockheed L-1011 en route from Salt Lake City to Atlanta made what they called a precautionary landing in Tulsa. The crew reported an in-flight electrical problem. It was a Delta flight. The airline brought in another plane to take the passengers on to Atlanta.
In other news, the First Lady spent the day back in her home state. Hilary Clinton was in Fort Smith, Arkansas, surveying the damage from last month's tornado. She visited what was left of the couple's Van Buren home, that home completely destroyed. First Lady says the damage is hard to imagine.
Well, Lee, and with all that damage, you'd think folks in Fort Smith wouldn't want to see more tornado devastation, but that was the case at the opening of the movie Twister there last night. Long lines formed outside the theaters there for the opening of the summer blockbuster, and tickets were sold out within minutes. But Fort Smith's mayor says he's appalled. He says the movie opened at a bad time for his city.
Well, something interesting going on in New York City. Lots of hits at the Cubs-Mets game, but not the kind of hits you would expect to see. Bob Berry Jr. tells us why things got a little bit out of hand later on in sports.
And do you have a Mother's Day gift all picked out yet? How are mothers different these days? A look at a typical 90s mom when we continue on News Channel 4.
You're watching Oklahoma's News Channel 4 at 10 with Kent Ogle, Lee Evans, the forewarned Storm Team's Dan Threlkeld, and Bob Barry Jr. with sports.
It was a very grim story for us. Our plant was closing. Going to lose 88 jobs. The local manager of the Walmart store gave me an appointment.
He says, those Walmart commercials, is that for real? The Made in USA program gets a commitment, and I did everything I could to make it happen. Jim called me up. He says, I got a truck rolling in my back door. We got orders going out.
Well, I'm glad we helped them out. Thanks to Walmart, we've saved 88 American jobs.
Do you know you put your hair at risk every time you wash it? Surprised? Hair is most fragile when it's wet. Just combing can break it. The answer? Pantene Pro V to help keep your hair strong, healthy looking, so it actually breaks less.
Pantene's the first root-penetrating pro-vitamin shampoo. It works the whole length of your hair, improving the healthy shine, helping it stay strong. Pantene Pro V, for hair so healthy it shines.
Strong can be beautiful.
Count on a new Ford Escort and count on getting $1,000 cash back plus 2 airbags in a three-door Sport or GT. Or take full 4.8 financing on any 5-passenger Escort and you'll choose from 6 models. Go with Escort Sport and get 7-spoke aluminum wheels, a rear spoiler, and 8-valve engine, plus a great deal on a CD player. Of course, you'll really be on cloud 9 when you get an Escort and 10 of these. There's more to a Ford Escort. You can count on it.
What a fine family. And you're honoring them with Grandy's delicious fast food.
It's not fast food.
Oh, it's great food. Grandy's chicken is specially marinated, buttermilk battered, and super crispy. And you scored the 10-piece meal with fixins for just $10.99, plus a cool thermal mug for only 99 cents. But technically speaking, it is fast food. You are in a drive-thru.
That's Grandy's mobile dining area.
Mobile dining area?
Mobile dining area.
I like it. Grandy's home style in a hurry.
Well, O.J. Simpson, there probably isn't anyone in this country who hasn't heard that name over the past 2 years.
But how well known is the juice overseas? Well, Simpson arrived in London today with mixed reviews. Fans and hordes of media were on hand when Simpson arrived in the UK this morning. He's over there to appear on a television talk show, then field questions at the Oxford University Union Debating Society. The former football star will have to watch what he says, though, with the wrongful death lawsuits he faces here in the U.S. Anything he says can be used against him in court. Simpson, as you know, was acquitted in the murder trial of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman. Well, O.J. may draw a crowd in the U.K., but he's not quite as popular back here in the United States. At a New York auction, O.J. memorabilia was a no-sale. Auctioneers expected to draw at least $10,000 a pop for these old football trophies. But to no great surprise, they didn't bring in a single dollar. A spokesman for the group says back in Simpson's heyday, trophies would have gone for at least $40,000.
Well, on this Mother's Day Eve, one royal mother took time for a vacation. Princess Diana spent the day on the Spanish island of Mallorca. And, of course, we media folks are never too far off. Right now, the princess is in the midst of a divorce battle with Prince Charles, and some papers say she is even threatening to sell some of the royal jewels. Diana is expected to head back to England on Monday. Well, you may not have a royal family, but what is the definition of a typical family?
Truth is, there really isn't one. To raise a family and pay the bills now takes two. Mom and Dad must both work. But on this Mother's Day weekend, there are single moms out there trying to do it all, be both parents for their kids. The News Channel's Quinn Tran tracks down a mom on the job who's juggling her 90s role. But her childhood dream was to have the home life Ozzie and Harriet had in the 50s.
Here they are, America's favorite family, the Nelsons.
This was the All-American family.
Hi. We'd like to invite you to turn back the clock with us this evening to the early part of 1957.
They were the good old days. Dad worked, Mom stayed at home, cooked, cleaned, and cared for the family.
I mean, you know, I grew up thinking I was going to get married and live happily ever after and be sitting on my porch watching my grandchildren grow.
But life today for moms has changed. Tammy Mixon is a 90s mother, a working woman, business owner, divorced with 2 children.
Especially since I lived in this little Leave It to Beaver world, I had a rude awakening being single after all those years. I got up at 12:30, but you need to page me and let me know.
Tammy has been a single mom for 3 years. She says balancing kids, work, and the budget isn't easy.
Got 2 cars to keep up and 2 insurances to pay for and rent, and I'm also, a business owner, so.
And she isn't alone. All of her employees here but one are single parents. There is no longer a so-called typical family or a typical 9-to-5 job.
Usually all through the week, she works from like 8 till maybe 9 at night, sometimes late, depends. But usually lately we've had ball games. When we have ball games, she's always off with them. She comes to every ball game.
Tammy says of all her jobs, being a mother is the most rewarding. Every day for her is Mother's Day, thanks to her children.
They're very good at making sure that they make me feel special pretty much on a day-to-day basis. There's not a time that they don't leave that's like, I love you, Mom. I'm like, even though my son's 18, he still gives me a kiss on the cheek as he walks out the door. So I feel pretty special.
Quintran, News Channel 4.
Well, Mother's Day is less than a couple of hours away. Tammy says she'll spend it with her kids watching them play ball.
I'd say Tammy deserves a nice day for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow.
I hope it's going to be one.
Maybe Dan can tell us. He's next. Keep it here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sean McLaughlin. Join us tomorrow morning at 6:30 right here on the News Channel. We will show you the ways that people are celebrating Mother's Day. The many ways they are saying, thanks, Mom.
That's tomorrow morning at 6:30 on News Channel 4. The clock is ticking. Would you know how to use pepper spray? And would it be effective? Could you get out of a car that is sinking in water?
I'll show you what you should do when seconds count. Monday at 10 on Oklahoma's News Channel 4, where the news comes first.
Meridian Tool has vice grip or channel lock gift sets, $12.90. 100-foot sisal rope, $190. Utility knives, $149. Meridian Tool, 1400 Southwest 59th.
Lunch special, please.
To get the value you get with Golden Corral's lunches, those fast food restaurants would have to throw in something extra. Presenting Golden Corral's Golden Value Lunches. No gimmicks, just great lunchtime values. Like a 3rd-pound sirloin, grilled chicken breast, chicken fried steak, including potato, hot vegetable, and roll. Just $3.99 each. Only at Golden Corral.
If you've been looking for the best time to buy a GMC truck, this is it. Wow! For a limited time, your GMC truck trading team is celebrating a wild accessory spectacular. Get a bed liner at no extra charge, or choose a trailer hitch, running boards, or a cargo cover. No extra charge when you buy any GMC truck. But hurry, this offer ends June 1st. Wow! At your Oklahoma GMC truck trading team dealer today.
At Mathis Brothers, we've grown through bringing you name brands you can trust at everyday low prices.
When you give someone a name brand they can be proud of at a price they didn't think was possible, they become satisfied customers.
And when you back it up with friendly, down-to-earth service after the sale, you create tremendous trust and loyalty.
There must be a reason why Mathis Brothers shipped to over 40 states last year. We think it's name brands, low prices, and service.
See for yourself at Oklahoma's #1 furniture store, Mathis Brothers, 3434 West Reno.
Across Oklahoma, a lot of clouds for today. As a result, temperatures quite a bit cooler than what we had the day before. In the metro area, 65 degrees. That will go down as the high for the day. After a cool start, the temperature this morning, 53. Most of the week, we saw temperatures above normal, should be in the upper 70s. Cooled off a little bit on Friday, and looks like for tomorrow, temperatures will be back into the 80s for Mother's Day. Let's take a look at what we had across the nation. The cold stuff across the northern plains into the Dakotas, northern parts of Minnesota, highs only in the 40s. Where do you have to go to get some heat? You've got to head to Arizona, Southern California, right along the Colorado River, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Hello, 113 degrees, and it's only May. Across the southeast, just a beautiful day today. Temperatures climbed up into the 80s. In the metro right now at Wiley Post, the temperature 60 degrees with a calm wind. The barometer is rising. Temperatures across the state tonight will be on the chilly side with clearing skies. We'll lose a lot of the heat today, and temperatures will dip into the 50s. So it's going to be another cool start tomorrow morning for church, it looks like, and the winds are going to be kind of calm tonight and early tomorrow morning. Winds pick up, it looks like, a little bit late tomorrow in western Oklahoma. stormy night tonight across parts of sections of Georgia and through the Carolinas and up the East Coast. These storms are the same front that made their way through Oklahoma, dumping some 2-inch rainfall amounts in the extreme southeast. When they were in Texas last night, man, did they cause some problems. Got some video that came from Big Springs, Texas, and take a look at the hail that was falling there. Softball to even grapefruit-sized hail reported there. In fact, they were having a commencement ceremony at Howard College, and it actually broke through some of the skylights and whopped some students on the head. But fortunately, they were graduating, so they had those weird hats on. But they did have some hail there. No reports of any injuries, but take a look at the hail damage across parts of Texas. That was last night. Those storms have since moved well to the east, but serious situation. Slight chance of seeing some rain very late tonight across parts of Kansas and moving into Oklahoma. For tomorrow morning, there could be some rain across the northwest, but by tomorrow afternoon, chance for some widely scattered showers, a few isolated thunderstorms, especially with the heating of the afternoon. This boundary will lift back over Oklahoma, and with that, we're going to be seeing some warmer temperatures around, but also some afternoon clouds starting to build up. Temperatures again tomorrow in the 80s, and it looks like we're going to be in for a warm week ahead for Oklahoma. Temperatures tonight dipping into the 50s, a cool night with a chance of rain after midnight for the northwest. Tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures in the middle 80s. That's a big improvement over the high temperatures that we had today. Southerly winds at about 10, but in northwestern Oklahoma, winds up around 10 to 20. For the metro tonight, fair skies and 53, and tomorrow 83 degrees. Afternoon clouds and that chance for some developing showers by the afternoon. Going to put it at 30%. On Monday, 84. Tuesday, 88 degrees. On Wednesday, 89 and windy conditions. And on Thursday, a 20% chance of rain. Friday, 88. Saturday's temperature about 86 degrees. So tomorrow, taking Mom to lunch if you're going to be out and about. Looks like it should be nice weather. Temperatures climbing up into the 80s tomorrow, but there will be that chance for some needed rain by the afternoon.
You getting things handled for Mom?
Yes, I've got it taken care of.
Got the garden hose.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Well, in the sports, it's high school championship Saturday with state titles won in baseball, soccer, track and field, and tennis.
Bob Berry Jr. will show us the champions in just a moment. And what a Saturday in the big leagues. The Fists flew in New York City, but there were absolutely no hits in Florida. Sports is next on News Channel 4.
How y'all doing?
Mike's excitement about weather school really gets our kids excited about Oklahoma weather.
I'm going to name two things that fall out of the sky. Rain is one, hail is another. Name me something else.
Snow.
Snow!
Mike Morgan really made an impression on my students.
We're doing really well. You all are a sharp group.
Every school in Oklahoma should get involved with weather school.
Weather School is brought to you by your friends at Sonic.
Friedel 1997. You asked for it, sight and sound delivered. No interest and no payment till 97. Mitsubishi VCRs, big screens, home theater. Friedel 97. We're king of the big screen. Look at this Mitsubishi 31-inch big screen for just $8.99. $8.99. Here's the world's only 40-inch direct view. It's got surround sound and picture-in-picture. Buy it today and get free surround sound speakers. Plus, it's all Friedel 97. This 50-inch Mitsubishi big screen is #1 rated by a leading consumer magazine. It's loaded with features. Buy it today and get free surround sound speakers. And it's Friedel 97. We'll beat any competitor's price, and it's Friedel 97. Only at Sight and Sound. What we do best is save you money.
Hello, I'm Greg Boyd. Been Chevy shopping? In the last 18 years, there have been 18 different Chevy dealers in the metro area. That's a lot of changing. But with all the changes, one has stayed the same. Boyd Chevrolet Geo and Boat, just west of Meridian on Reno.
Top brands, best values, every day at John Thomas Furniture. Save over $600 on this Vantage Oak dining room. The set features a 52-inch oval table with an 18-inch leaf and 4 side chairs, or the 86-inch lighted china with glass shelves. All in this honey oak finish that is resistant to spills and stains. The 5-piece dining room set or matching china values at over $1,100. Your choice, just $497 at John Thomas Furniture. I-40 in Portland with over 47,000 square feet of furniture.
Shirley Harden, you have 15 minutes to call this number to win a $400 shopping spree to Crossroads Mall and to qualify to win $4,000 in jewelry from Trust House Jewelers this Sunday at 10 p.m.
And now, sports with Bob Berry Jr.
Well, you trivia buffs will want to write this question down. Who is the first league champion in the history of the new Big 12 Conference? The answer is the Oklahoma Sooners women's softball team, who won the Big 12 postseason tournament today right here in Oklahoma City and earned the automatic berth into the NCAA tournament. That's right, it's the Big 12. They've been playing that way all year. OU beat OSU 5-0 to get to the championship game against Nebraska. Nice play by the Huskers there to get out of a jam. Still scoreless in the 7th when the Huskers got a runner on third with 1 out, but Sooner pitcher Jill Most got a strikeout and then a fly out there. Patty Gasso's team got all the offense they needed in the bottom of the 7th. There's the Sooners coach, and watch. A runner on third, 2 out. Jennifer Lopez comes up, delivers the game-winning single, bringing in Christine Benyak, and Oklahoma wins it and wins the tournament.
Team as one. They work together very well. And we might not be maybe the most talented hitting club or whatever the case may be, but our teamwork and our work together is what allows us to go through this.
Feels awesome. You know, Coach has been saying all week, you want to be the answer to a trivia question, you know, all this stuff. She just asked us out there. But this is a great feeling. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world.
And congratulations to the Sooners. Now, the Oklahoma State men's baseball team, I guess that's all there is, just men's baseball. We're playing today and tonight. They beat Kansas State 10-6 in the first game of a doubleheader. And here, nice play here by the pitcher, Ryan Graves there. And Oklahoma State wins the second game tonight 16-6, 15-6, so the Cowboys sweep the doubleheader. Oklahoma University playing in Columbia, Missouri against the Tigers. The news is not good. Oklahoma loses to Missouri 7-4 tonight. They will play again tomorrow at noon. But when the Big 8 tournament starts, the final Big 8 tournament this Wednesday at All Sports Stadium here in the city of Missouri will be seeded first, Oklahoma State second, and Oklahoma third in that particular event. So get out and support them at All Sports Stadium. Here's what happened today in high school baseball, tonight actually in Shawnee. This is the 5A championship game. McAllister and Noble, a run in for Noble right there in the person of Jesse Amick hitting into a force play. But in the 8th inning, the first extra inning, McAllister's Sammy French laid down the perfect bunt that scored Jason Lowry, and McAllister wins the state championship as they beat Noble 11-7 in Shawnee tonight. Other baseball scores, Norman and Tahlequah, they are very far behind. This game was supposed to start almost 2 hours ago. It just started in Shawnee. They're playing for the 6A title. In the 4A championship today, Oologah beat Chandler 6-4. All of these games were played in Shawnee. Congratulations to Haskell, the 3A baseball champions for this year, and Latta defeated Dale 7-3 to win the state championship there. Big news in the big leagues tonight. His name is Al Leiter, pitcher for the Florida Marlins. The batter, Eric Young of Colorado. The strikeout means a no-hitter for the Florida Marlins. Their first in franchise history, the first time the Rockies have ever been no-hit. Al Leiter sets down the Colorado Rockies tonight 11-0 in big league baseball. Okay, so that's no hits. Now, what about all these hits today in the Cubs-Mets game? You've seen it before. Pete Harnisch, the batter. The pitcher throws behind him because Harnisch had hit one of the Cubs batters earlier. Then Harnisch gets into it and throws the punch at Cubs catcher Scott Service, and the brawl was on. When this one was over, it was a fight now. 4 players were ejected from each team, and one of the Cubs assistant coaches was kicked out. So 9 people ejected from this one. Lasted 16 minutes and some base brawl the hard way today at Shea Stadium. Oh, by the way, New York won the game. 7-6 was the final score. Well, we'll have another NBA playoff triple header for you here on the News Channel tomorrow. Starting at 11, it's the pregame show followed by the tip-off of Atlanta and Orlando in their best-of-7 series as it continues. After that game, Seattle and Houston play, and then about 4:30 or so, Chicago visits Madison Square Garden, where the Bulls will play the Knicks, who are back in it because of what happened today. Phil Jackson's team playing against Chicago. Michael Jordan was simply phenomenal. 46 for Jordan. What else is new, right? But this one came down to Patrick Ewing with a great day. 22 points and 13 rebounds, hitting the shot there. In overtime, Chicago had a chance to send it into double OT, but Scottie Pippen missed the three-pointer, and the Knicks win it to trail now 2-1 in that best-of-7 series. And again, that series continues tomorrow. San Antonio coach Bob Hill was just flat-out upset today because Utah embarrassed San Antonio. Karl Malone hits there. Final a 30-point game. 105-75, the Jazz lead that best-of-7, 2-1. And in hockey tonight, here it is, the Penguins and the New York Rangers, and it was double hat-trick night. Mario Lemieux with the hat-trick tonight. Jaromir Jagr had the hat-trick tonight, and Pittsburgh eliminates the Rangers, winning that best-of-7 series 4-1. They win tonight. The final was 7-3 in the National Hockey League. And track and field, soccer, the championships continuing all day and night at Taft Stadium. 4A girls, Catoosa and Deer Creek of Edmond. Nice save by Jessie Ray, who was the goaltender for Deer Creek of Edmond. And Catoosa, another great save there by Say. Catoosa won this one 2-0 to win the state championship for 4A girls. The second game of the quadruple header was the boys 4A championship. Chickasha and Miami. Nice header there by Mark Cheney, but the goalie was there. Later, though, the game's lone goal came on this header by Ryan Ingram, and the Fighting Chicks win the championship, beating Miami 1-0, and they win the title. Now, tonight, 5A Girls Championship, Norman against Tulsa Union. And Union's Molly Cameron made the shot there, but a nice stop by Norman. For Norman, Julie Huffman got her shot blocked, but it didn't matter. Norman wins it 3-0 to win the state championship. And tonight they're still playing Ponca City and Edmond Santa Fe in the nightcap, tied at 1 in overtime. You saw the free kick for Ponca City. And right now a 1-1 game still going on. Nothing decided yet. Ponca City and Edmond Santa Fe in the state championship area. You think this was a busy day today? How about high school track and field in Choctaw? 5A boys 100-meter dash. Frank Johnson from Edmond North won it in a time of 10.6 seconds. In the 5A boys hurdles, Midwest City's Corey Dean took first place in 14.81 seconds. And here's Oklahoma City's Northeast High School coming across time of 42.78 seconds in the 400-meter relay. Channel 4 excited to be hosting, along with Mountain Dew, the Kart Grand Prix of Oklahoma City later this year. On October 5th and 6th, this event will feature approximately 250 drivers ranging in age 12 years old and up, racing through the streets of downtown Oklahoma City and going fast.
The action is fast with these little go-karts. Depending upon the class and the age group, they'll run anywhere from 40 miles an hour top speed to an excess of 130 miles an hour. Through hairpin curves, chicanes throughout the street, it'll be fast action.
I came up with the idea. They do this in several cities, and Oklahoma City just is a perfect backdrop. The city, the mayor have been great supporting this event, and we're actually going to do it downtown amidst the high-rise buildings.
I got to watch some of the go-karts, so that's coming up in October. We'll have more on it later.
It's going to be exciting.
Be right back.
Perkins is about to lay something on you. First, we lay 3 of these, and lay in plenty of this, and that, wow, and that. Then we lay a choice on you of this, wow, or even this, plus that. And wait till we lay this on you, the $3.99 premium omelet deal. Only at Perkins. Breakfast, dinner, and everything in between.
Low prices getting better every day. That's gotta make you smile. Always low prices, always Walmart.
Every day, someone is severely burned or killed in a fire caused by gasoline vapors. Don't use it indoors. Keep the container tightly sealed and away from children, because what you can't see can kill you.
Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me.
Chevy's got the highest resale value of any full-size pickup.
Like a rock.
Of course, to find that out, you'd have to sell it.
Don't forget Mom tomorrow and the morning edition at 6:30.
All right. We'll see you back here tomorrow evening.
See you later.
Get up for McDonald's buttery delicious fresh baked biscuits, down home style biscuits, and now get 2 juicy sausage biscuits for just $1. McDonald's, the official break of the Olympic Games.
It's a spring sweep at your Pontiac dealers, and the other guys are going to eat our dust, because you can get a hot new Grand Am for just $232 a month and 0 down with 2.9% GMAC Smart Lease financing. ABS, dual airbags, and 150 horsepower to really kick asphalt. Plus great payments on Firebird, Sunfire, Grand Prix, and Bonneville. But hurry, because during the spring sweep, you can really clean up.
See Expressway, Bob Howard, Uniberg, and Ferguson.
Did you get bigger while you were gone? We're ready to order. I'm way ahead of you. You want El Chico's sizzling steak fajitas? Chicken fajita salad here, chicken enchilada there, and chocolate sin for lunch.
How'd you know?
Hey, I'm Jimmy, El Chico's guessing waiter. When it comes to Tex-Mex, we know.
What? I'm eating for two.
Boy, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. I'd get that to go. No one knows Tex-Mex like El Chico.
The following is a special report from NBC.
Good evening. I'm Tom Brokaw reporting from Washington. As a romantic development,